out of 10, what would you give Cape Riche?
Look, on my metrics,
On the Simon scale?
7.5.
7.5 out of 10. That's pretty highly rated. Morning, and we're going to be heading to Cape Riche Campground, we have decided. But the only problem is it's a first in best dressed basis, so I'm a little bit nervous. I want to get there kind of early to make sure we get the campsite. We do have a backup plan, which is going to be Mary's Inlet if we can't get into Cape Riche, and that's actually just bordering on Fitzgerald River. No, sorry, it is in Fitzgerald River National Park. So yeah, fingers crossed we actually get a campsite, because that's always such a gamble. You just never know if you're going to be able to get a campsite. So yes, fingers crossed for us. Back in the car again. Right, we're on our way finally. So the aim of the game is to get there early, get a campsite, and hope we get there before it rains, because it's looking kind of ominous out there. But that's just camping on the southwest, right?
I got beer, I'll be fine.
Yeah, like you just don't know. It's always windy down here, so if you get a good weather day, then that's amazing. And yeah, we're kind of prepared for a little bit of bad weather anyway, but we'll see how we go. Absolutely stoked we managed to get a campsite, and I think we've jagged possibly the best campsite here. Campsite number 4. Here, have a look at this. Oh, so yeah, Cape Riche is a couple of bays down from Bremer Bay, and the reason that we wanted to come here is because it's a little bit more nature-based camping than you would get at Bremer Bay. Bremer Bay is definitely more of a caravan park, a tourist park. There's a lot more people, and this we thought would be a little bit quieter. It's a bit more in keeping with the style of camping that we like, and yeah, very minimal facilities. They've got toilets, they've got a cold shower, and you literally camp right on the beach. Like, what more could you want? And the sun's come out, everything's just sort of falling into place, which is awesome, because yeah, yesterday was just like a bit of a debacle, but that's camping. You just gotta roll with the punches. It's pretty nice, eh? Oh yeah, so so pretty. Oh, she's gonna make some noise getting in. Ready?
Yeah, just yeah.
Oh!
Oh boy.
Oh, that is some southwest water.
You like it?
Cape Riche is located about an hour and a half east of Albany, towards Bremer Bay. It's a lovely, relaxing campground with 22 bays varying in size. There is plenty to explore around the region, such as Bremer Bay, hiking in Fitzgerald River National Park, and if you want some adventure, there are four-wheel drive tracks around, beautiful beaches, rocky points to explore, and apparently some good fishing if you have a tinny or if you're into that kind of thing. However, there are plenty of shady trees if you just want to enjoy a glass of wine, a good book, and some R&R. Also, a major positive is they allow campfires all year round as long as it's not a total fire ban. So that was an awesome surprise to a surprisingly cool evening.
Well, actually made it down to Cape Riche. I can't believe what a roller coaster of a morning we had. It was quite nice when we left Albany and we could see this little bit of weather coming in, and as we were driving down to Cape Riche, the weather just poured. Like, the weather came in and it was raining, as you would have seen in the car. I'm sitting there going, oh no, this is going to be an absolute disaster. But it's actually turned out to be so beautiful. Simon and I went for a swim. It's actually quite warm. It is a bit windy down here, but we knew that. I've been checking the weather on my weather app, but I knew it was going to be a little bit windy. But when you're in the southwest, you're always going to get wind, and the weather is actually very unpredictable down here because it can turn quite quickly. But yeah, we've been absolutely treated today. Like, the sun's shining, and I've discovered this beautiful little coastal walk. So it's just around the southern tip of Cape Riche, and it's just covered by these granite boulders. And I've never been to Tasmania, but this looks like the Bay of Fire. I've seen so many photos. It's a very Instagram worthy spot. And we have our own version here in Western Australia, which is amazing. So yeah, after our debacle this morning, trying to get here, really concerned if we were even going to be able to get a campsite, we managed to not only get a campsite, but get, I reckon, the most primo campsite in the whole campground. So there's campsite number 4 and campsite number 5 have like absolute premium ocean views, and we got campsite number 4. So I am really, really stoked about that. It's $20 a night for 1 vehicle and 2 adults. So I think that's a pretty killer deal if you're heading down the southwest edge on your way to Esperance, or perhaps you're coming from Esperance and heading up towards Perth. There's just so many beautiful little bays to stop into and explore. So yeah, let's keep exploring. pleasant, but didn't catch anything. Never mind. On to the next spot tomorrow. Or is that why we're leaving? Because the fishing's bad here. Beach to kind of check what's happening tomorrow in terms of the weather and in terms of where we're actually going. We've got a little bit of an idea, and Simon and I have both settled on Munglanup Beach. That's our next destination. And then yeah, we're going to head east towards Esperance tomorrow and hope that we can snag a campsite at Munglanup Beach. So if you did like this video, please give us a like and subscribe. So yeah, the next couple of videos are going to be our Southwest series, you know, Perth to Esperance essentially, and all the little bays and places that we stop along the way. And this particular campsite was such a nice surprise. Like Cape Riche, highly recommend this campground. It has been stunning. Out of 10, what would you give Cape Riche?
Look, on my metrics,
on the Simon scale,
7.5.
7.5 out of 10. That's pretty highly rated.
I thought the location was bang on. What's it? Beautiful location.
Yep.
No fish.
But we only really tried like one afternoon.
Yeah,
so.
but I want to, like I told you before, I want to be able to fish off the beach, catch fish. I don't have to walk fucking 100 k's. Kind of far from town, which doesn't really bother me too much. But you start at 10, you knock a point off, right?
Fair enough. No.
So I arrived at a 7.5. 7.5. Facilities really good.
Yeah, I would have said an 8 on the Sarah scale. I think it's really good. Yeah. So we'll definitely be back.
I'd say so.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the campground's just gorgeous. So as long as you jag the weather, spot on. All right, so on to the next spot. Where are we going? Munglanup Beach. Now, fingers crossed we can actually get a campsite here because, again, you can't book. So we're leaving early enough. What is it, like 8:45? We should be there by midday, which means hopefully we'll catch people leaving and hopefully we'll snag a